Hello and welcome to what's going to turn out to be my final table commentary job for a while. You might have watched my previous video and seen that I'm getting a little. I mean, this whole process of commentating on the final table is beginning to get a little bit old to me, at least for now. But good news is OSS 197 and 211 high both ended with a chop. So I don't have to do those tables because screw chops. But I will, however, shout out all of those who did participate and do very well. Here is the final board for OSS 197. It was a $109 buy-in, and 4,921 players entered, and these are the ones who did the best. So I do at least want to give shout-outs to them, especially those who didn't make the final table and therefore couldn't participate in the deal, even if they wanted to. Ha ha ha. But no, really. 4,921 is not a small field, so anybody who managed to find their way through that field deserves a lot of credit. All right, so that's OSS 197, and here comes 211 high. Oops. Here you go. I love how proud that guy is. I am Arabic. So OSS 211 high was a buy-in of $630. Still 3,484 people showed up. Guaranteed prize pool was $2 million. As you can see, we got a little bit past that. Some familiar names there who like to multi-table all these big games and do pretty well in both of them. Yeah, very, very big chunks of money up for grabs. And there are your two deal makers. Pathetic. Who each walk away with over $217,000. So, I mean, I'm calling them pathetic, but they got a lot of money to show for it. So, it is what it is. All right, so... Oh, cool. Now, hold on. We deserve to shout out a few more people here. There's a lot of familiar people here that have already grown accustomed to seeing Run Deep in a lot of these tournaments. So there are a lot of honest to God amazing players on America's Cardroom who are just extremely consistent. So this is the medium one, $215 buy-in, 6,737 players. And stop. Buy-in, or the prize pool is guaranteed for $1 million, and we went way past that. So great job, all these guys, for once again making a super long final table. And now it is time to finally actually watch the final table with another nice array of many different countries, I might add. Oh wait, hold on. I'm wearing headphones. I want to keep the continuity between this and the last couple of final table commentaries. Can 1-2 is gonna fold the Queen Jack suited. I thought for sure that would be good enough because let's be real here. He's here on fumes. He has very, very few chips. As it turns out, Crusher would have, well, had him absolutely dominated. Yeah, nice mix of different countries here. With Soothsayer 5 from Kazakhstan having a sizable lead over the rest of this field. Let's, that's a strange raise. Let's take a look at their big blinds real quick here. Again, everybody's dealing with enormous numbers here, but not a ton of play. Less play in this one than there was in the Dream, funny enough. Even though the Dream had less time between levels than this one did. Oh, they are going after me. They're doing this to me on purpose. They know I'm covering this tournament. So they're just going to make me lose my mind with all these stupid raises that make no sense. The 3, though, gives can 1-2 the pair. Didn't even need to hit the flush and doesn't, but that's okay. Pair of 3s works, and that insanely stupid raise, which turns into the all-in that he should have just led with, does lead to a double up, so congratulations. Congratulations on making it here, obviously, if I haven't said that enough already. And congratulations for that win. 3x raise, small to big blind. Apologize with enough to see a flop, and, well, he might wish he never saw this one. He's got middle pair, but middle pair doesn't pay the bills when you're up against a flush. Soothsayer will continue, which I like because people expect you to make continuation bets with draws. They don't expect you to keep going if you actually hit your hand immediately. But Apologize makes a good disciplined fold there, and Crusha again with ace-king. It was ace-queen last time, but, you know, whatever. And can 1-2 with pocket nines. Thank you for actually going all in instead of raising 110 million, leaving yourself 19 behind. Can 1-2 has to call with the nines, and pocket nines are doing what pocket nines like to do. No miracle on the river. So, again, good job making the final table. But, pocket nines just do not win. That's all I know about pocket nines. That's all I will ever know about pocket nines. I'm winning anyway. Could have played that. Now, I'm winning anyway. I've seen in a boatload of tournaments. Big ones. And he just keeps running deep time after time after time. Crusha, I think I've seen before. Now, I don't have the memory of an elephant or anything, but I do believe that we've seen I'm winning anyway on one of the final tables that I've covered before. And I think we've seen Soothsayer before, too. Curious that he decided to show the 10-3 offsuit. I don't know what kind of information is being shared there. I folded 10-3 offsuit. Like anyone ever. Malikin with a bit of an awkward decision here. He's got 10 big blinds. He's in the small blind, and he's going to go all in, but he's going to get called. Just bad luck for him that Bounty Builder has ace-jack, no king, no 4, and the ace-jack holds for Bounty Builder Malikin. Great job, sir. 7th place for you. Remember, that's out of a starting field of 6,737, and he's going to get $23,282 from that. Not a bad payday. Oh my god, that bar is barely moving. Well, it's a good thing this is the final tournament that I'm covering. How can it possibly go that slow? Ooh, Jack 2. Great flop for Igla, who got a free ride courtesy of that limp, but not going to get much out of that hand. I mean, the blinds are huge. How can they possibly stretch this thing out? Ooh, ace-king limp. I'm winning anyway with 2 8s. He's got to like it. Maybe enough to go all in. He is the short stack. He's a short stack, and he's a very competent player, so I don't think he's really all that worried about ICM. He does raise, gets the all-in from Igla. Yeah, they're going to get it in again. Looking good. Igla needs an ace or a king. That's not an ace or a king. And we have a double up for I'm winning anyway. Igla left with 57.2 million chips, which is so much less than it sounds. Once again, just like 200 OSS 211 low, we have a starting stack of 200,000, which is why these guys have ridiculous numbers of chips next to them. apologize with pocket 6s. Pocket 10s for Bounty Builder. We're seeing all these pre-flop coolers. Apparently the robots are using all their pre-flop coolers while they still can, because judging by that length of time at the bottom, we're gonna be here a while. I'm winning anyway with a very nice round number. Look at that. And a lot of 7s and 2s. Jack 9 9. Oh, 9 Jack 9 rather. Interesting flop. Apologize. That's not the worst flop in the universe for 6s. It's definitely not the worst flop for 10s. Crusha, though, gets the most out of it with a flush draw, and now he's got a king. Now he's really feeling good. Apologize with pretty easy fold here. Bounty Builder does have at least a gut shot to a straight, so a queen or a 10 saves him here. And I think he knows that too. Well, he's not gonna take that chance. I'll be honest, I think I would. And he's gonna show some good discipline. I'm winning anyway with 3-5. Thinking about getting creative here, which would be ill-advised. He's going to fold it. Crush with a very strong ace-king. He'll just limp in and hope that Soothsayer does something silly. That's silly enough, I guess. 3.5x. Does Crusha keep slow playing, or is he just going to pounce right here? I would lean toward pouncing. But he's just going to say, you know, ace-king is just ace-king. So let's see what happens on the flop. Now, I'm okay with the call there for no other reason than what I just said. Ace-king is just ace-king. You know, going crazy with ace-king is not usually advisable. However, if you're going to limp against the big stack in the big blind, I think by design you're trapping, right? So if you're trying to trap pre-flop, then I'm not 100% sure why you're just going to limp in, but that's probably just the results-oriented coming out of me. I try my absolute best not to be results-oriented. But that was a trappy limp by nature, so I feel like it's okay to just accept the 3.5x, because you know that Soothsayer's not going to have that much, more often than not. When it's blind versus blind, I think ace-king consideration of, like, the fact that it's just an ace and a king, I think that kind of goes out the window when it's blind v blind. The chances that you're actually up against kings or aces in the big blind is pretty wide. Soothsayer thinking about doing something silly here. Min raise. But it looks like the rest of the table is playing fairly tight. Although Bounty Builder willing to go for it with the queen 6 and is rewarded with a queen. This is not a bounty / progressive knockout tournament, so we can't see the total numbers of knockouts that they've had. So we don't really get a sense on how aggressively or passively they played up until the final table. Nice call from Bounty Builder. Soothsayer does pick up a flush draw. And judging just solely by the numbers, he's been running insanely good, so he's probably thinking he's going to hit. He will bet again. Bounty Builder, I don't think is going anywhere with top pair. Good call. And showdown value for Soothsayer on the end likely goes check, check. Yeah. Nice win for Bounty Builder. Oh, hello. There's another ace for Bounty Builder as well. Apologize with the happy dilemma of wondering how to extract maximum value out of 2 aces. He elects to limp. I think I see where he's going with this, because Igla is so short in the big blind. Instead, he's going to get a raise out of Bounty Builder, and there's no reason to slow play from here. That's a huge raise. Apologize does not have that much behind. Okay. There is yes reason to slow play, according to Apologize. And that is 3 bricks out there. The perfect flop if you got 2 aces. Bounty Builder won't be falling into the trap yet. Let's Apologize spring it now or later. Because there's not that many turn cards he's not going to want to see. That's one of them, though. That's one of the less comfy turn cards. Well, the trap's not working. He's got to do something. 30 million? 35? Yeah, he does go for it now, and absolutely no waste of time by Bounty Builder. Still worked out pretty nicely for Apologize. Ace-8 suited under the gun. Discipline fold. And now another pair for Apologize, but probably not as nice as the aces. It's okay, it should get the job done. Couple of 10s for Soothsayer. Insta raises, and probably doesn't have, and probably not, won't English. Won't necessarily get the respect. Oh, it does get the respect. But, you know, as a chip leader, you know, being willing to throw your chips around a little bit could get some action, but I'm winning anyway with some good discipline on his part as well. Folding the 5s. I think I have tired myself out by commentating on all these tables. It's getting hard for me to speak incoherent sentences. But this is the last one. I can power through it. I'm winning anyway with Queen Jack. And here we go again with somebody in the same seat as the last one I covered. Going into the time bank for a non-decision. But only 1 second this time. What a flop. Straight draw on overcards for I'm winning anyway. Top pair for Soothsayer. Plus each has a backdoor diamond draw. And it goes check somehow. I would have thought for sure I'm winning anyway would make a bet there. But I guess he's planning on keeping his costs down and seeing a relatively cheap run out. He still has 2 overcards to the board, so I think that, along with the straight draw, will keep him in. Yeah, he does stick around, and there's one of his overcards. He's got the pair of queens. Check, and probably a check back. You could try betting, but if he gets raised, he's going to be vomiting. Oh, look, there goes a time bank. Oh, nice. Gets a quick call from Soothsayer. I'm winning anyway. Muscling up, and he's braver than I am, and he did a great job there. He bet the perfect amount, got insta-called. Soothsayer was going nowhere, and just like that, he is right up there with Soothsayer. Good bet on the river there. And he used his position very well in that hand as well, being on the button. He knew that he could act after Soothsayer. I guess after the bet turn and the checked river, he figured Soothsayer had a 10, and he bet what he thought he can get out of a 10, and, you know, nicely done. All in. That's going to be a call. They both put their jab. Doesn't change anything. 5 to win. There could be some chops, and there is a chop. Igla back to where he started, and that's not a very pretty place, I must say. What's he at? 4.5 big blinds now? Yeah. Man, now he's got 9s against queens. That's not fun. I'm winning anyway, obviously calling here. And diamonds? Nope, has to be a 9. Pocket 9s befell another player. Well done, Igla. 6th place. Held on as long as you could. Picked a good spot to go there in a vacuum. Just, you know, unlucky for you. You ran into queens there. 33,452 for you. Everybody else has over 10,000 more locked up. To me, I think the easiest way to not think about ICM is look at what you've already guaranteed yourself and just be happy with it. Because if you can't be happy with $43,000, or even back then with Igla, $33,000 off of a $215 buy-in, then you are one miserable, miserable person. Turning 215 into 33 grand should make you happy, and it should make you not nervous about any potential outcomes that happen. Crusha now with a flush. Soothsayer with air. And not very good smelling air at that. Does go check, check. There's a card that he could potentially represent. Obviously, Crusha wouldn't be very afraid of it because he's got the flush. But a lot of straights came in with that river. I think Crusha, though, being out of position here, yeah, he's going to go for a bet. Going to overbet the pot, make it look like a bluff, but Soothsayer, as I said, has smelly air. This could go any of 5 ways now. Now it makes a little bit more sense that this took so long to do. Got a little ache in my gums. If you're wondering why I'm pushing my tongue around sometimes. Desperately hoping it goes away. If it doesn't go away, then it probably means that it's time to get the wisdom teeth out. And, yeah, I'm 27, so... I've made it a long way with the wisdom teeth. It's better to get this commentary done now then, isn't it? I'll have to play my next couple poker games in, like, silence and pain. I'll be doing other things besides poker, of course, because this channel was not built off of poker commentary. And it will continue to include not poker commentary. And this will be the last one in a while. At least the last one that I'm not involved in a while. I probably will take a decent break from it, though, honestly. That's just so like me. I finally get the robots to give me what I want and actually buy me into this. And I finally get what I want, and then I just peace out and take a break anyway. Why am I like this? I have no idea. But I hope that you're enjoying my last coverage for a while here. Alright, I'm winning anyway with a raise to ace... Raise to 16 million with ace-8. Yeah, I need to stop. I really do. 10-9 makes the call. Interesting flop both ways. Double gutted for apologize. Needs a 7 or jack. I'm winning anyway with middle pair top kicker and, of course, 1 club. Back in 2006, this would be an action flop of the highest proportions. Oh, jack. Apologize hits the straight. It's not a jack of clubs, so I'm winning anyway. Is drawing dead. Apologize. Hello? You're eating your time bank with a non-decision again. You're betting this every single time. I'm winning anyway. Now that's a real decision. Queen on the river doesn't figure to change all that much, especially from I'm winning anyways perspective. If the 8 was good before, it's good now. There's no way that that queen changed anything. For apologize, of course, he could be losing to a full house, but for crying out loud, your time bank is finite. Why are you wasting so much of your time bank? I just don't get it. It's finite. You need to hold on to that for the tough decisions, like, say, this one. I'm winning anyway. Look, this is a decision that you should be thinking about. This is what time bank is for. I mean, he was bluff catching on the flop. I mean, on the turn. He's even more bluff catching now. How much does he think Apologize is capable of bluffing here? He thinks so. He thinks he can bluff here. Maybe he's right. Maybe Apologize could be bluffing there, but he wasn't bluffing that time. Big pot for Apologize. Of course, it comes at the cost of a lot of time bank. I hope that was worth it to you. Soothsayer with a min raise with the suited semi-connectors. Ooh. The 9-6 coming together very nicely for Soothsayer. Bodybuilder drawing pretty close to dead. He certainly doesn't want to hit running 7-6. That would really suck. Soothsayer bets and an ill-timed raise for Bodybuilder. There is a time and a place to do that, but he just picked the wrong spot here. Soothsayer with the 9, and I think Bodybuilder realizes now it just ain't worth it anymore. The jig is up. It's time to move on to the next hand. He's still doing all right, though. Okay, well, the blind just went up. He's got 150 million. The leader with 384 million. It's not a terrible position to be in. Not great, obviously, but again, it's less than he's got a little over a third of the biggest stack, so he's fine. Because if he were to double up through Soothsayer, he'd actually have more chips than Soothsayer. And they both have the same straight draw here. Of course, Apologize has the pair of 10s, so he is in the driver's seat this time. $12.8, that's close to a min bet. Well, he takes his sweet time to come up with a bet size, which is really not that important. Or, like, it shouldn't take that long to come up with a bet size. I'm winning anyway does call with just the gut shot. But he also has one overcard to the board. I've seen worse calls. Or at least more puzzling calls. Tick, 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 tick. Look, I'm sorry, but when it's been checked to you, you should not be taking that long. That's ridiculous. The time bank is finite for a reason. To stop people from doing that. to encourage them to save their long thinking for when it actually matters. Okay. That's kind of insane. Ace 8 all in for identical stack to the big blind. I cannot say I'm a fan of that. I mean, the positive to that, of course, is that I'm winning anyways. Obviously not ultra scared of ICM, at least. If he goes out 5th, you know, whatever. I'm okay with 5th place. But being willing to risk 200 million to pick up 20 million, I don't think that's an attitude you should ever have. I think it's just an inherently flawed way to play poker. This could be a call that Apologize can make here with just ace high. There are 4 cards that are straight out there. But no action up to this point, really. He does make the call. Good job. Very good job. That wasn't so much a bad bluff by Soothsayer as it was too late of a bluff. If he bets on the turn, Apologize may fold there, anticipating a bet on the river, you know. But when it's only 20 million and there's no further betting after that, it makes it a little easier to call with an ace 10. Those guys both have absolute cheese. Limp from Apologize. Bounty Builder with somehow even less than 7-4. Wow. Not only is that a raise, but it's a small raise. And that's what you would do with a big pair. Nifty little play there. Well, I'm winning anyway. Loves to press the all-in button when it's down to the blinds. So I don't think that's going to work, Bowdy. Oh, okay. Feels a little bit more generous on this one. Just in case Bounty Builder was hoping that you would shove. There's always that chance. You got to defend against that. So understandable from I'm winning anyway. Bounty Builder with absolute air. He has the nut low. Well, pretending that aces are only high. Because they are, well, technically they're high and low because, you know, the wheel, but pair of 2s doesn't change a whole lot, but I'm winning anyway is at least induced to keep coming along. Bounty Builder with not a lot he can represent there. The draw has failed. He's going to try, though. 33 million. If he had a pair of kings already, then now he has 3 kings. But that wouldn't change anything from I'm winning anyways perspective. He makes a very good call there. Very good call. Because exactly for the same reason that I mentioned a little while ago, from his perspective, that king could not have changed the leader of the hand. So Bounty Builder really did not pick the best bluff card there. I give him credit for trying, though. But great call by I'm winning anyway. Russia with a 3-bet with the ace-10. And I'll get it done. Pretty brave 3-bet. I don't see too many 3-bets with ace-10 offsuit, but that one was well-timed. Bounty Builder with 10s and Only 9.5 big blind. That's going all in. They'll probably get around. No, I forgot. They do this just to piss me off. It's the final table. You're not going to ladder up by doing that. Soothsayer folded to him in the small blind with an ace. Apologized, certainly with a callable hand in the big blind. 25 million? Oh, that's a call. That's a 100% of the time, that's a call. And 2 pair for Soothsayer. Now, we saw him continue earlier, despite smashing the flop, hitting a flush, and he's going to continue that same pattern here. He had a fantastic flop, but he'll continue anyway and hope that his opponent, I don't know, has 6-7 or something? I don't know. There are a lot of draws out there anyway, so I don't think he's complaining too much about picking that pot up so quickly. At least any funky, sneaky draws will not be chasing him. Raise with the 2 2s. Bowdy Builder could actually just call. He is going to just call. And he's going to hit. Boy, he's going to hit. And check. Of course, he was not the preflop aggressor. Soothsayer was. And Bowdy Builder knows that, trying to get him to bite, but not this time. Soothsayer's good at changing gears. Classic poker matchup. Kazakhstan versus Slovenia. I love the internet. I really do. There you go. There's a little 10 million for you. Soothsayer just couldn't help. I would call that a blocker bet, but he's in position, so that's not even really a blocker bet. It's, well, it could be. It could be just a keep him honest bet. Bowdy Builder is willing to slow play this thing the whole way, and Soothsayer really has no business. Oh, he's going to go for the bluff. Bowdy Builder gets exactly what he wanted, and he's tanking. Are you kidding me? This played out exactly the way you intended. Do not fold your 3 4s. There's 2 4s on the board. I don't know if you noticed that. There's 2 4s out there. Ace King's no good. Oh my god, he folded! Ace King's no good there. How did he fold that? I would have thought for sure that the hand played out exactly the way he intended. How could he fold that? He flopped trips, slow played it the whole way, and then folded anyway. No draws came through. The run out was totally clean. Wow. He's probably already looked at the final table just out of curiosity. I hope he's healthy. Like I hope that didn't make him sick when he saw what Soothsayer actually had in that hand. I mean, that's the kind of misstep that will haunt you for ages and ages. Because I mean, I can tell you, you know how hard it is to make the final table of a 6,737 person tournament? It's not easy. I'm winning anyway makes it look easy sometimes, and so does Soothsayer. Like, I've seen them a lot. But, point is, wow, great call from the Ace-Jack by I'm winning anyway. Sorry to not even commentate on that hand. That was a really good play by I'm winning anyway. Want to make sure he's noticed. But, like, Bowdy Builder is locked up $43,622. There's not going to be a whole lot more chances for him to lock up that kind of money. So, like, to skimp out on such a golden opportunity to double up. Ugh. Man, oh man. Now, that being said, I'm fully prepared for like the first time that I actually get into a spot like this where I'm playing for this kind of money. I'm fully prepared to be in his shoes and totally screw up like that myself. There's a first time for everything. Maybe that's his first time ever being in a spot like this. And he just didn't know what to do. I don't know. I can't rationalize that fold. I really can't. I'm still talking about it. It's been 4 minutes. I'm still talking about that fold. I cannot rationalize the fold. I can't. Apologize going with the effective all in. Gets that one done. King 10 suited. My favorite hand. Let's go with the min raise. I never min raise, but I have lowered my standard raise size a little bit. I used to be a 3x guy back when I started playing on Replay Poker, 8 years ago or so. But I'm more of a 2.4, 2.5x guy now. Well, here's a couple big hands, 5-handed. I'm winning anyway with ace queen. Pocket 8s for Crusha. Now, I'm winning anyways. Post-flop play has been excellent. So let's see if we see post-flop play or if Crusha just sticks them all in here. With this being 5-handed, I don't see them ever getting away from it pre-flop. And yeah, all in. Probably a call. And let's flip. Queen comes through for I'm winning anyway. 8 and an 8 only saves Crusha, and it's not to be. 8s are not good enough for Crusha 21. And I'm winning anyway. We've seen some excellent post-flop play from him. Now with that pre-flop hand, he takes over the chip lead. Well done indeed. I've seen this guy a lot, and he's proving why he keeps showing up here. He's proving that's no accident. But yeah, 5th place, worth $43,622, as you can see. Over $60K now guaranteed. Bounty Builder, probably the happiest person in the room right now. Again, we see good gear shifting from Soothsayer. He originally had a very strong chip lead. He hasn't lost a ton of pots, actually, but the chip lead's no longer his. He recognizes that, and he is acting accordingly and not putting his chips into too much danger. Standard raise from I'm winning anyway. Apologize with the standard call, I would imagine. And good flop for both players. Of course, one has to hit it better, and that will be apologize. Good check by apologize, letting I'm winning anyway have a chance to continuation bet, and he does. For not very much, but it's a little something. Apologize. Could just call or could raise. He'll just call. He might raise the turn, though. That's a really good card for him. 2 pair now. And he does check again to see if I'm winning anyway will fire again. He's got a bit of showdown value, so I think the general advice would say to slow down here. And he does. And bad run out for apologize. He could check. I'm winning anyway. Could turn this hand into a bluff. But he's going to go for it, and I'm winning anyway with a pretty easy fold, I would think. That's just a terrible run out for his hand. All in all, though, well played. I'm winning anyway. Wondering whether or not this is worth going for Bounty Builder stack. I think he'll go for it. Bodybuilder's got so few chips left, and we're four-handed now. He's just gonna call, and he's gonna hit. Check. You just shove there, and maybe you take the hand down immediately. Well, he was going for the check call. Going for the full double up. Gonna take that risk, and it pays off. No ace. Bodybuilder with a clean double. He could have clean doubled a while ago, but hey, he's kind of back in the fray now. Small step back for I'm winning anyway, but he is still the leader. And we have an ace-queen versus ace-queen development here. Soothsayer also getting in the mix with king-6 suited, which is a pretty good hand four-handed, so that's fine. Interesting decision here, though. Does he want to just see a flop, or is he going to 3-bet? And if he 3-bets, what's Apologize going to do? He's going for everything. That's a massive raise. Apologize. Now in a bit of a pickle himself. Ace-Queen's a monster four-handed, but this is for everything. How many hands is I'm winning anyway really going to be doing this with? He's going to fold. I can't say that I blame him. I really can't. Because how many hands is I'm winning anyway going to do that with? He's throwing virtually his whole stack on the line in this four-handed game. Bodybuilder, if you're going to go all in, please. It hurts me. It just emotionally hurts me.
Emotional damage.
Hey, I brought my mini soundboard out. I'm going to use it. I only brought my mini soundboard out so I can do the for when we see two aces. But there's more sounds on it from my VVV playing. I'm a versatile, I guess, content creator. I can record poker commentary. I can stream gaming. Soothsayer with a raise. Bodybuilder with a 50-50 decision here. It does decide to call and get to 2. Of course, we've seen this movie before. You know, hopefully Bodybuilder doesn't find another inopportune fold. He's going to raise this time. And I have no idea what that call was. I'll be honest with you. I have absolutely no idea what he's doing. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, but I just don't know what he's doing. He's got ace high and he snap called a post-flop raise. And it goes check, check. So he really, honest to God, thought that was the best hand. But it was not. The queen 2 comes through with the 2 especially. And Bodybuilder now off the short stack. Soothsayer is now the short stack. Now that we see the whole hand play out, it's clear that Soothsayer genuinely thought he had the best hand there, but he just guessed wrong. Interesting 3-bet by Apologize. Very small 3-bet with, I would say a marginal hand. It's on the decent to good side, especially four-handed, but I wouldn't call it a 3-betting hand. Soothsayer with 3s. Awkward decision for him now. He's going to go for it. Apologize could be priced in here. Or maybe that was the whole point of the small 3-bet, was to be able to get away from it. If he gets 4-bet all in. So he does get away from it. I'm winning anyway. Now I have to deal with, a bit more meat in the big blind than he would have if Soothsayer had just quietly gone away there. But a regular raise gets the job done. Jack 3 of clubs apparently plays four-handed. Boo! Bodybuilder, bad. Deals are bad. Interesting flop here. Middle pair, zero kicker versus open-ended straight draw. Apologize, I obviously would prefer to see the 7 to the queen, because the queen doesn't even give him the best straight. 8 pairs the board. That'll kill some enthusiasm for it. Nope, apparently not. He's enthusiastic enough to bet over 39 million. I'm winning anyway with maybe enough to call, but now the ace or the 8 beats him. Not to mention a jack with any other kicker, but he makes a good call. And the river card gives Apologize a tiny bit of showdown value. So it could go check, check. If Apologize bets, it's turning its hand into a bluff. No, it's going to go check, check. And another good call on the turn by I'm winning anyway. I was going to say, it is going to check, check, right? Yeah, it is. He is playing some very solid poker. Like, post-flop, this guy is dangerous. Let's just say it. This guy is very dangerous post-flop. I will say this, though. It is kind of hilarious. It would be kind of hilarious if the guy named I'm Winning Anyway suddenly decides to do a chop. That would be kind of funny. I still don't want to see it, though. We all know that. That's the whole reason why I'm not even covering OSS 197 or 211 high, because they did a chop, and I hate them for it. No, I don't hate them. I just hate the chop itself. I know nothing about them. I'm sure they're nice people. There are a lot of very nice people in poker. Pair for both players. Bad news for Bowdy Builder is that he has a 2. And that's the smallest pair you can possibly have. And now he's drawing dead because that's 3 queens for I'm winning anyway. He's certainly running like he's about to win. I don't know why there's that minor graphical glitch in that 8. I don't know what I can do about it. Honest doesn't even show up. It might not be showing up on OBS at least. Ooh, Bodybuilder with not the best read on the situation. Now, that 4 doesn't really hurt him too badly because it doesn't improve his hand massively. He still has Queen, Queen, 4, 4, 10 with the 10 on the board. So he's upgraded from a pair of 2s with no kicker to a pair of 4s with no kicker. But, big bet from I'm winning anyway, and he does shy away, Bodybuilder. Kind of begging the question as to why he called the turn in the first place, but good thing for him he didn't call the river, because yeah, that would have been pretty bad. But he's back to being the short stack, though not hopelessly far behind. Could use a double up though, not gonna lie. And the blinds are 7 million, 14 million. Okay, maybe he does need a double up. Blinds are just getting crazy. I'm winning anyway with very little time bank left. Ooh. Aggressive play by Soothsayer. I got the job done. Nice. Nice muscling up there. How big is poker in Kazakhstan? I don't recall any Kazakhstan players at the World Series of Poker, actually. I can't recall any Stan players except for, like, Hassan Habib and Owais Ahmed, who are from Pakistan originally. Ooh, great looking flop for Apologize. Queens in the open down straight draw. I'm winning anyway needs a 10, which would be ugly for Apologize. Though I'm sure Apologize is smart enough to know that if he hits a 10, he's not necessarily in good shape. 5 is a massive brick. I'm winning anyways. Bet got called on the flop. Does he want to try again here? I guess he'd be representing a king. Yeah, he's gonna give that one up, and Apologize hits the card he wanted. He's got a straight now. So I imagine after that check on the turn... Oh, he is going to check. I thought for sure he would go for a bet there. So I'm winning anyway now, given the chance to represent a 10. That's the thing about bluffing. You can't just bluff. You got to have something to represent. But he doesn't take the bait. Another good decision post-flop by I'm winning anyway. Apologize sees that he has no reason to beat himself up, because if he had bet, obviously I'm winning anyway folds. So he did the right thing by, handing him the rope, but he just does not take it. Another good decision. I gotta be honest. I hope I don't play too many high stakes poker tournaments with this guy. I'm winning I'm winning anyways. Looking pretty much unstoppable. He looks like he could outplay me any day of the week. Not saying that the other three can't. The other three are playing very nicely, but I'm winning anyway is really, really impressing me. King Jack. I'm tired of watching people fold King Jack four-handed. Apologize with King 10 suited. Will make the call. The only reason you would fold that is if you just don't want to, if you just want to stay away from I'm winning anyway, except you're four-handed, so you can't really stay away from him. You're four-handed and he's a chip leader. He'll be playing almost every single hand. They both airball it. I'm winning anyway. Takes his foot off the gas, at least this time. Apologize. Does not go for the bluff here. Neither does I'm winning anyway. He's got the better kicker. Of course, you can't know that. It looks like they're both regarding their kings with a good kicker as borderline value hands. And I think there's no reason to actually bluff because it might actually be good. They have the right idea. They're both playing good, obviously. Apologize with the right idea, just I'm winning anyway, had the better kicker. Bounty Builder in trouble now. Down to 10 big blinds, got Queen 10 suited. Probably would have gone all in with it, but he doesn't want to mess around with Apologize already raising. Now, there's only a couple of hands that are an automatic all-in when you got 10 big blinds. Because the prior action does matter. Unless you've got, like, you know, jacks or better or ace king. Nice flop for Soothsayer. And he'll just go ahead and straight up bet it. Can't argue with that. I'm winning anyway with queen high. Should be easy to dump this. Yep. The way I'm winning anyway is playing you take any win against them, no matter how small. Been raised from the ace-jack. Apologize with just enough to see a flop, I think. Oh! I was going to go the other way. He's going to raise it to 91 million. I don't think I'm winning anyways going anywhere. Is there any version of him that's calling this? Like, I'm enough of a fish that I might actually just call. I was going to go all in, and that is the correct decision. I apologize with King 7. Probably can't do this. Unless he really thinks he's priced in. But, yeah, he stepped in it. He went up against a good hand. As it would have turned out, he actually would have been getting the right price to call. But with King 7, he's got to be thinking he might be up against Ace-King. You know, Ace-King, you're not getting the right price to call then. Against Ace-Jack, you're doing all right, but, yeah. Apologize, just kicking himself for making that 3-bet in the first place. Personally, I do not 3-bet pre-flop often at all. If I 3-bet pre-flop, I got it. Or do I? Occasionally, very occasionally, if I feel like the timing is right, I will 3-bet with nothing. But normally when I 3-bet pre-flop, I got it. I love seeing flops. Of course, I am an Omaha. I prefer Omaha, so that's easy for me to say. And in Omaha, you 3-bet pre-flop even less. I'm winning anyway with Ace-8 of clubs. If I happen to have a big stack, I might 3-bet light. Pretty hefty raise. Not going to get through, though. Ace-9's way too strong to fold when you're blind v blind four-handed. I'm winning anyway, and Soothsayer with the same draw. Looking to pair their kicker. My one gripe with this guy is that he is wasting all of his time, Bake. They both hit their straight. This is most likely going to end with a chop pot, unless, of course, we see a heart. That's the only way this doesn't end in a chop. Soothsayer, of course, loves this hand. I'm winning anyways, going nowhere. He may not raise, though. Any 6 beats him, and of course, any flush beats him. I don't think Soothsayer is going to go too wild about it either. 7 pretty much changes nothing because the 6 already had a straight. It goes check, check. They're going to just go ahead and chop it up. Okie dokie. At least we're on the back half of this. And it's shaping up to be a good finish. I'm winning anyway with King 10, my favorite hand. Did the blinds just go up again? 8 and 16 million. Dude, look at the big blinds. Oh, he's just going to jam right away. But you're so good post-flop, though. Maybe he loves King 10 even more than I do. He does have the other 3 players covered combined. Jack 8 suited's good enough. It off, not so much. Ace 5 suited for apologize. $200 million. Queen 8 offsuit. Nope. Oh boy. I'm winning anyway. You better not do anything funny here. That's a little funny. Just a call from the aces and the 7. I'm winning anyway with reason to stick around here. I do like the call. One of your few chances to outplay this guy is if you have aces. And he is going to bet right away, 40 million. Act like he's going to draw. So I'm winning anyway, could very well stick around here, and he will. Now that 3 obviously is nothing. Soothsayer does not continue. Gonna risk getting outdrawn, but that does not happen. Queen on the river. I'm winning anyway, stuck with a pair of 7s, which has still some showdown value. He will check it. Soothsayer. The vault is open. And I was going to say name your price. He's going to go for everything. I'm winning anyway. He's made some excellent reads at this final table. Let's see if he makes. Let's see if it goes for a sick call here. No, he's going to save his 216 million and get shown. Bodybuilder with a pocket pair. And if you're going to go all in, go all in. That move accomplishes nothing. Not at a final table, anyway. If there's a few tables left and you're about to have a money jump, that move does accomplish something. I mean, it makes you an absolute coward, but it does at least serve its purpose. Soothsayer gets rid of an ace immediately. Apologize. No. 9s. Let me guess. 83 million. Oh, okay. Oh, you want to see a flop with 9s? Okay. Good luck with that. Never worked for me. Never works for me. Oh, okay. Well, that's one way to make it work. Let's just flop 9s full. I'm winning anyway. Literally can only win if it comes 10-10. Straight's no good. You might think straight might be good, though. We'll check for now. He does not get screwed by the turn. Bodybuilder still willing to check. I think he recognizes that there's a lot of draws out there, and he's hoping the river card fills those draws, because he knows they're still not going to beat his hand. There's a min bet. If I'm Bodybuilder, I keep the slow play on. That's a good card for Bodybuilder. Now a flush came through. It happens that I'm winning anyway was not going for a flush, but yeah, he's going to keep playing slow and see if I'm winning anyway wants to represent the flush. That's actually where I would have bet if I'm Bodybuilder, but I'm a fish. Yeah, maybe I can just bet and get called by a flush, but nah. Or a king, even. Another good decision by I'm winning anyway does not fall for any of that shenanigans and loses a relatively small pot there. Nothing funny. Nothing funny. Nice. I'm winning anyway has been the chip leader for a while now. It still is. Way too much. You still have Soothsayer to act behind you. He's got 385 million, dude. You should not be going all in there. If he happens to have jacks or kings or something like that, you are screwed and you're going to become the short stack. Ace 9's obviously going to make a raise. Dude, what is wrong with you? Soothsayer has 25 big blinds. 3x will do the job just fine. Uh-oh. You're risking 385 million to win. What is it? 33.6 million? Not worth it. Apologize. Goes for the slow play. And now he's got 3 aces. Very nice. I'm winning anyway with bottom pair. This time he does lead out. Mostly to just see where he stands. Apologize has hit this flop so well that he can probably just slow play, and he will. Has really not much to fear. There are some draws out there, of course, but that turn obviously did not complete one. That's one of the worst river cards in the deck for him. Just about every draw got there. But he's late. But he's made his bed. He's certainly not going to fold trip aces in a spot like this. He's made his bed. He's got to sleep in it now. He takes all that time, wastes more of his time bank, and then goes for the all-in. That's right. That's what he does. Time bank is nothing. Very good, strong hand for Apologize. This could be an all-in because Bounty Builder just doesn't have that many chips left. But he is still here. I gotta be honest, after that devastating fold against Soothsayer, I thought he would have been out of here a bit sooner than he actually is. So he's hanging in there a lot better than I thought, so let's give him credit. He does deserve some credit there. We have Slovenia, Great Britain, Kazakhstan, United States. What a flop! I'm winning anyway with middle pair and an up and down straight draw. Soothsayer with an up and down straight draw and nut flush draw. As I say in the World Series of Poker, that's an action flop lawn, just like in the movies. That could kill the action, though. It's so coordinated. Full houses are very plausible. I'm winning anyway, of course, has a hand that's all over this board. Soothsayer still has way too strong of a draw, I think, to fold here. Oh, he's going to raise with it. I didn't quite see that coming. I'm winning anyway. Now has a real decision here. He just has a 7. Any 8 beats him. Any 7 with a better kicker beats him. He calls, and that is a bad river for I'm winning anyway. Well, not that bad. That doesn't really improve his hand because of the paired board. He still has 8-8-7-7-6. He made the right call. Soothsayer was just on a draw, but he hit the draw. And yeah, he's got to find a fold now. And Soothsayer, just like that, is back where he started. He is the chip leader at this final table. I'm winning anyway. No. Please. You've made so many good decisions post-flop. Do not tarnish your reputation by paying that bet off. Oh, look, the blinds are even more ridiculously high. Even though we saw a lot of pre-flop shoving before. wait until you see this part of the final table. You gotta love the borderline demonic text on some of these ultra high value chips. Instead of the value being put in white, it's in like deep color. Soothsayer, Ace-8, willing to see a flop with apologize. Little bit in there for apologize. Needs a 6 for a straight. Soothsayer pretty much just playing his ace high. He could have kept going, but he decides to just not even bother with it. Seeing a curiously large amount of aces here, four-handed. I do like how America's Cardroom has both the comic book versions of Joker and Harley Quinn and the more recent film versions of it with the Heath Ledger Joker and the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. I don't know the girl's name who played in that. I honestly don't give a crap about movies, and I never really got into comic books somehow. Like, it was a really good time for me to be born and get into comic books. Well, maybe not the best time. Maybe if I was born like 20 years earlier, I would have been all over them, but I guess video games just took that over for me. I've always been more interested in works of fiction that I actually have control over, rather than works of fiction that are that's just laid out for you. They spent $60 million that could easily have been used on education for the next generation of people here in the U.S. But now let's just throw $60 million on this movie that might not even be that good. I've always had a bit of a problem with Hollywood, honestly. Might as well get my rants out of the way while we're waiting for the break to finish. Wait, didn't this start out as comic books? I mean, comic books are harmless enough. I just never got into them for some reason. Not even manga. Like comic books are coming back in style thanks to North America being more and more gradually connected with Japanese media. Like, I feel like there's a lot more kids reading manga nowadays in the U.S. or like North America. Like, I don't want to just say U.S. because I think Canada and Mexico are into it too. Bounty Builder with King Jack, obvious all in there, just does not get a call. Kings for Soothsayer. And not even thinking about it with 6-3, I'm winning anyway. Has better things to do than throw all of his hard-earned money away on 6-3. Okay, yeah, they've just kind of mutually accepted the fact that the blinds are way too big. They're just going to throw them around. Which makes my job easy. I just get to call the cards, pretty much. This is kind of the opposite of doing a deal. You're just kind of saying, oh, well, we've all played well enough. We're just going to roll with the punches now and let the variance decide everything. Oh, shows the 8-6. Interesting. That does show some information. see what gets done with it here. Min raise with the king jack. I'm winning anyway with a pair. But he's in second place. So he may want to step a little more carefully. Nope. How carefully does Soothsayer want to step? This is a real decision. He's going to fold it. He decides that I'm winning anyway is almost never bluffing there. Oh, look, kings again. Oh, look, kings again. Don't do it. Okay, good. Even as a commentator, this seems to be going on. This seems to just be going on for ages. I can't imagine actually being a player and having so much, already under your belt behind you. Obvious all in for Bounty Builder. I'm winning anyway. Honestly, might even call with Queen 4. He is going to call with Queen 4. Queen or 4 for the win. Nope, Bounty Builder is going to stick with us. He's been a good boy. Oh my. There's just no telling who wins this thing. I mean, there is telling. I could just, scroll up the leaderboard if you would like to do that, but let's not do that because that would be silly. I'm seeing this thing to the end because I'm enjoying what I'm watching here. Even though I say I'm kind of over it, but still, this is some good action. Even though it's more or less a shove fest now, the blind's so big. You just get the tiniest bit attached to these players after watching them play with each other so long. Again, imagine actually being these guys, and we only watched the final table. These guys have probably played with each other off and on for several tables now, so they've gotten a degree of attachment with each other. And I keep mentioning, Soothsayer and I'm winning anyway. I've seen on several final tables already, so they've gotten attached in some way, shape, or form. Again, there's no chat feature on this website, so they can't really get warm or cold with each other. Pair of Fives just wins that one. Apologize. Wants nothing to do with that one. Something to stew over with the suited king, but he says no. Let's apologize, go for it with the unsuited king. Yes, he does. Bounty Builder has to fold the 7-6. That should be an all-in, you would think. Yep. And another call with the king 6, which happens to be the best hand. Bounty Builder has no draw, has to hit a pair, and that's not going to do it. Bounty Builder stuck around as long as he could, and certainly did a good job in doing that. But that fold against Soothsayer is going to be what he remembers, probably. Fourth place, though. Very, very well done. $60,301 for Bounty Builder, Slovenia. Should be very proud of yourself for all but one move you made here. I gotta say, he played a little tight, but nothing he did was egregiously tight, except for that one fold. But other than that, there was nothing egregious about the way he played. Even though he was a short stack at a huge final table, he held his own pretty well, actually. He doubled up a lot. There are no big blinds in play anymore. Look at these numbers. Look at these numbers. Uh-oh. I think Apologize might be leaving us. Because, let me tell you what, a 10's not going to cut it. He's going to need run or something. Just a call. He's not losing his mind with the King 10. I am impressed. Soothsayer checks the turn. Not entirely sure why. I don't think he's ever going anywhere here. He's got too many chips to be worried about Apologize having a jack with a better kicker. He is going to go for the all-in here. Apologize. Can he get away from it? Can he do it? That queen completed a few hands. He's blocking one of them. But blockers aren't necessarily real, you know? The kings are still out there. They're still in play. Ace-king can happen. Of course, it's not a king that he's up against. It's a jack, but that's just as deadly. Any jack, any queen beats him. Any straight beats him. But if that happens to be, you know, a missed flush, he doesn't want to be able to lose this opportunity, but he will fold. He keeps his seat here. Good laydown by Apologize. And Soothsayer, I don't want to say is threatening to run away with it, but he's looking pretty good right now. He was the chip leader to start the final table. And it looks like he's on his way to being the chip leader at the end of the final table. Which is to say he is the only stack remaining. I'm winning anyway, of course, I'll have plenty to say about that. Apologize still has a thing or two to say about that. Just a call. Maybe setting up a 3-bet all-in. It's not a huge raise by Soothsayer. I would have just checked. You have no time bank. Just a call. $40 million from the 8-3, and the King Queen has very few friends on that flop. There you go. I've heard some people refer to King Queen suited as the marriage. There you go. I got a lot of friends on that board. I'm winning anyway, in great shape now, obviously. If I may state the obvious. Does he want to just check and induce a bluff? Or is he going to go for it himself? Oh, he's got some time bank again. He's going to go for it himself. About 3 1/4 or 3/4 of the pot, but doesn't know he's up against 8 high. So still a nice pot. Couple of jacks now. Oh, nice. Not a min raise, but not a huge raise either. 10-8 folds. Apologize, getting very short. Wow. Flops a straight. I'm winning anyways, going nowhere with the jacks. He just got straight up blindsided by this board. Nice check by Apologize. He's going all in. There's just no getting away from this. Uh-oh. 2 or a jack would re-steal it with a full house, but that's not going to happen. Apologize. Well, he's got something to apologize for now. 6-5, running down pocket jacks, and it only took 3 cards to do it. The Lon McCarran Memorial Hand. Not treating I'm winning anyway very well. Did the blinds just go up again? How high can they go? Seriously, this is getting insane. The leader has 28 big blinds. Like, they have so many chips, but they have to move all in with them. There's just nothing to do. I think that all-in is totally fine, 3-handed with 10-9 of clubs. Soothsayer, I have no idea why he's thinking. There's so much better things you can do with your chips than call with 3-4. Maybe he's just thinking that Apologize has it coming for calling with 5-6 and hitting a straight. But that would imply that there's justice in poker, and everybody who knows any poker player knows there's no justice in poker, because that's what they keep on saying. Anytime they lose at all. Those poker players whine a lot, and to be honest, I'm not beyond that. I can whine too. Middle pair. I'm winning anyway with the better flop here. 8 high, just stabbing in the dark, but the dark will stab back. Not too hard, though. I imagine Apologize. Yeah, that didn't seem like a bet that had much intention of following through and double barreling. Scary board, though. A lot of hands got there. Ooh, value bet bluff. I'm winning anyway. Now has to decide whether Apologize's story makes any sense here. After betting the flop and then checking the turn, neither one of these guys have much of a time bank left. And another good read post flop by I'm winning anyway. This guy just cannot be messed around with. You got to give it up to this guy. All three of these guys. But, like, I'm winning anyway. Post-flop is just so dangerous. I think it'd be actually kind of fun playing heads up against the Joker. King 6! Uh-oh, 7 gives him a chance. The 7 hits the river! A wild run out, although Apologize did get it in with the best hand. So that's not a suck out. He got it in with the best hand. Soothsayer was the one who was sucking out there. Just a wild run out. Soothsayer honestly didn't pick the worst hand in the world to do that with, but Apologize had enough of a hand to call. That's all there is to it. And you saw the run out. It was pretty wild. I don't think Apologize has been the chip leader before. Welcome. Congratulations. All three of these guys have taken a turn as the top stack. Queen 10 into the bluff. Interesting. It seems like they kind of switch moods on a dime as to whether they want to blast off or see a flop. Like with this hand, Apologize, I might limp in. Or min raise. Oh, okay. Soothsayer might well call. And he'd be in a fantastic shape to take some revenge here. There's a 4. He's going to need another one, though. The 6s hold, and there you go. Soothsayer's got his chip lead back. Apologize had it for 3 hands. If we include the one that he took it. So, not very long. But he is still here. Oh, look, he's got the 6s now, and I'm winning anyway with ace jack. This seems like a flip in progress. Here we go. Ace. No heart. Has to hit a 6. That'll do it. Apologize. Fantastic run. 3rd place for Apologize. And these two now have 6 digits added to their bankroll. Well, a 6-digit number added to their bankroll. They probably already had at least 4 or 5 digits in it, but, you know. And what do you know? It's the two that have already seen at final tables before. You know, this stuff happens for a reason. There's a lot of skill in poker. Soothsayer with by far the better flop. Bet. Who couldn't see that coming? And fold. Three-handed is the most entertaining form of poker. Well, six max is my cup of tea. Eight max is pretty good too, though. I'm glad that most of these tournaments are 8 max and not 9 max. 9 max is, I don't know. 9 max. Ooh. Both players have a flush draw. I'm winning anyway does not have a straight draw. It looks like he does, though. Soothsayer, of course, with a pair, has the best hand right now. And the best draw. So, Soothsayer's in great shape here. But his opponent is not one to blast off lightly. He does now have a straight draw, though, with a 10. He can only move with an 8, 9, or 10. I really would have expected a bet by Soothsayer on the flop or turn. Not sure exactly what he's waiting for. Well, a heart, obviously, but he's going to be content to just check call it. And there's an 8. Seems like a good check spot. Or I don't understand this bet at all, honestly. What is he representing? Would he check call with 9-10? Would he check call with maybe representing 7-8 or something? It works! I don't know. For the life of me, I don't know how, but it works. I assume that was a bluff. Maybe that was the whole point. Just confuse the hell out of his opponent and make him fold. It confused me. I might have folded too. You know, I gotta hand it to him. The unorthodox plays are what makes poker so compelling. You don't have to go by the book. You can invent your own book if you want. Nice flop here. Top pair versus an up and down straight draw. That 50 million chip just looks evil. I can't explain it. Do you guys agree? Does that look evil? The 100 million for some reason looks less evil. Straight. Soothsayer still a top pair. And I would say it's a fairly well disguised straight, but not really? I don't know. Still, he's not going to go away. Call and potential action killer pairs the board with a spade. Still a big pot, though. And I'm winning anyway. This is heads up. He's got to at least try for a little bit of value. Or, okay, he wants a lot of bit of value. Is he really going to get paid off by just a king, though? Nope. Good fold by Soothsayer. So now that we're heads up, there's just a teensy tiny bit more play involved. So they are willing to see some flops. Because I'm sure they also respect each other to the point where they can play actual poker. And sure enough, the guy named I'm Winning Anyway is not asking for a chop. Good man. Soothsayer, good man too. And an 8 gives Soothsayer the straight. I'm winning anyway with a bottom pair that he's probably just as soon get rid of. Like, if you were to pick a card in the deck you didn't want to see, it might be that 8. And now they both have the same straight. Does he want to bluff? Yes, he does. Soothsayer does not want to call for a chop, does show the queen out of frustration. And that is an earned pot for I'm winning anyway. Rees. Winning anyway with queen 3. Ooh. That's his kind of flop. Soothsayer with just the ace. But heads up, you're a little more likely to hold on to it. And he's not just going to do that. He's actually going to bet with it. I'm winning anyway. Definitely won't be folding, though. He may even raise. He does raise. Soothsayer stepping into it now. Probably has to fold. No, that's a really impressive call. Question is, can he actually maintain his convictions and stick with the ace? It's still good. Tick, tick. There you go. Quarter pot. Wow! Nice! Nice! I'm winning anyway. Has just queen high and a flush draw. He's not going to throw his entire tournament away there. Speaking of evil-looking chips, check out the 500 million one, if we get a look at it. Game. Oh, that's just small enough. Oh. Great move there by Soothsayer. Obviously, that was intended as a bluff. He didn't know he had the best hand, and this could be it. King for Soothsayer, 3-5 for I'm winning anyway. Well, he's not going to go too wild yet. I didn't see that move coming from Soothsayer at all. But, you know, he's clearly proving that heads up, he is willing to turn the conventions of poker on its axis. This is going to be a fun watch. It already has been, but, you know, heads up is even going to be a fun watch. And that flop could not have missed him any better. Oh my goodness. I'm winning anyway is probably punching air right now. As good as he's played post-flop, this is just a spot that he cannot do anything with. But Soothsayer's giving him a chance to try. I think the best way to say what I feel about Soothsayer is I love the way Soothsayer's playing because I have no idea how he's playing. That makes him tough to beat. And I'm winning anyway. Never did fall for the check traps. But he's making so many good decisions post-flop. Uh-oh. Okay, 10-7 does not call. And I agree. I think there's better spots than that. This might be an all-in and a call. Yep. Soothsayer, come on, you have to. It's ace-king suited. This is a slow roll. Oh, clubs. There's a club. And we get a double up. Did you see that 500 million chip? It didn't look evil, but it looked like radioactive. The purple 50 million chip looks evil, but the 500 million looks radioactive. Gut shot versus bottom pair. Again, that doesn't seem like a bet that is destined for a second barrel. Well, not anymore, that's for sure, because you hit a pair. And it is good, but probably isn't too confident about it. They're keeping each other honest so far, which is hard to do with Soothsayer. Because he's not playing the most honest poker. He's playing some very creative hands here. But in a spot like this, it's just no upside in betting. Yeah, he'll just call it, or check and take it down. $15 million, $30 million. The blinds are just so big. Raise with the queen 5. I would not do the same, but let's see where this goes. They're very even in chips now. Well, it helps to flop a queen, and your opponent flops a 3, that's even better. Another 60 million. And another queen. If I'm winning anyway, you see that queen, and you're like, well, that makes it less likely that Soothsayer has a queen. I don't think he's going to bet, but it'll be harder to fold now. Ace, that's not good enough. He was actually drawing fully dead. 3 was no good either. But he could be in real trouble here. Although Soothsayer bets 210 million, that's close to pot. So there's no way he raises, but he does make the call, a very huge pot and a costly river for I'm winning anyway. I don't think very many people would have folded that, so not much to say. Just unlucky river for I'm winning anyway. Nice big bet by Soothsayer. Good restraint here, not going for the raise. Because I'm winning anyway is definitely raising now. Imagine going back in time to like 2005 and like saying that in 18 years I'll be covering an online tournament where the blinds are 15 million and 30 million. That was back when casinos didn't even have 100k chips, because that was just unheard of. They still had 10k chips back in those days. 10k chips fell out of fashion like the second half of the aughts, and they've never been back. It's actually kind of funny to see these 10 million chips on ACR. I can dig them. I don't know why they look almost identical to the 5 million ones, though. Royal flush draw! We won't see it, though. Unless I'm winning anyway, does something real stupid. Yeah, he showed it. Not just a royal flush though, but even a 9 works. Royal flush with the extra gutter too. Ace king going to waste. I'm not yawning because I'm bored of these players. I'm just. It's been overcast all day. Okay, I have an excuse. Oh, they said there'd be some heavy like sleeting and snowing. Like 90% chance of snow. That has not happened. In fact, it's 7 degrees now. So there couldn't be snow even if they wanted to. 7 Celsius, that is. I'm an American, but I'm hip. I like to use the units that the other 95% of the world likes to use. You know, especially like we see so many different countries on ACR. I mean, I can't talk to them, but I like to imagine that my poker videos are being viewed by many different countries, so the best way to communicate with them is to use metrics. 2 pair now for I'm winning anyway. Soothsayer still at the 4, but not much else. He could get away from this. His only out is a 4. He's not getting away from it. 7 on the river completes a lot of straights. So I'm winning anyway with a bit of a hairy decision here, but I think he's still going to go for value. He is. We're all in. And a snap call. Oh, boy. Soothsayer with a bad misread on this one. The 1 pair of 4 is not nearly good enough. And another bit of a misread here. Well, he can't really misread it because I'm winning anyway. He hasn't done anything yet. He just guessed wrong in this case. And dark clouds suddenly starting to show up over Soothsayer. We're still living in Ohio, and the weather can be wild in Ohio, but the weather in Kazakhstan is a whole new level of wild and unpredictable. Now that 9 looks like it changes nothing, but Soothsayer now actually has a double gutter. 10 or a 6 gives him a straight. He's going to bet it. I'm winning anyway. I can't imagine us folding a pair of aces. Yeah, he's going to keep going. 7 is a brick. Soothsayer. Does he want to go for the triple barrel? He's going to do it. Triple barrel with 210 million, leaving himself only 146 million behind. I'm winning anyway with the call. This guy has all the moves in the book. He just knows where he's at. All in. I think Soothsayer just has to do it at this point. The blinds somehow went up even further. I don't even know how that's possible at this point. That's almost all the chips in play. It's 34 big blinds. Soothsayer doesn't like it, but he has to. And that's it. Game over. GG, everyone. Oh, Jack. Okay. GG, everyone. I'm winning anyway. A very deserving champion. Soothsayer, a very deserving runner-up as well. Which isn't to say he deserved to lose. He just deserved to finish second out of 6,737. Because that's a lot of people to finish second. All right, and that is going to do it. Thank you all for watching. Not just this, but the entire OSS commentary series. It is finished. This is it from me from ACR for at least a little while longer. And next time you see me, it will be me playing rather than just watching other players who are better than me playing instead of me. Yeah, I don't know when that'll be, but look forward to it. I'll see you when I see you.